All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Silver Spoon, Season 1, Episode 5. Hachkin made some pizza.
He did.
And it was good.
And he brought the whole farm community staff and everybody together.
Mm-hmm. That's
really,
right.
Really wholesome thing. And
doing all right.
Having it be something that was recognized as a very leader-like aspect of him.
Because it was.
Because it was. Mm-hmm. But also something where he acknowledged the strengths that everybody else has. And yet, while they all were specialized in their own specific things and did better than him at all the individual grades, he had the highest score out of everybody,
right,
combining everything.
They needed you.
So they did need you. Yeah, exactly. That's a very wonderful leader-like quality, and that you do have talent. You do have something special about you, and that you study like a motherfucker. But when it comes right down to it, what they all need is someone that can kind of realize all their individual things and then just give them a goal for it.
And so now, new episode, what new lesson is Hachkin going to learn? Like, or is it just another win? Who knows?
Another win, maybe.
We'll see.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh. Where are we going? There's a fell wind on the air. Oh no, the big auto rotor things. No, get the fuck out. Yeah, run, SpongeBob. Get out of there, SpongeBob. Why are you out here at night? Those things are robots. They don't give a fuck about you. You can die. You running away already?
You just had a win.
Yeah. This horse is like the tone you say your voice in. Animals don't actually have the ability to discern the exact details of words. It's just the way that you say it. Aliens. Mystery circle? Not a crop circle, a mystery circle? Wow. Oh no! He had a violation, a rules violation. Yeah, what'd he do?
Is this a military barracks?
Alright.
Wait. Right, they have a totally different... Yeah.
An alien ship. Wow.
So let's go see it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They really do treat this place like a military base.
So they want to see the big crop harvester. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's probably because it's automated that it's gonna be like such a big deal. It's new tech, you know.
Well, and just really fucking big.
Yeah. For successful escape. God, the way that they make it seem like it's such a big deal from Hachkin's perspective.
Yep, they're planning a heist.
Right.
Or a prison
Oh,
escape.
no, she's crossing the red line. Ugh. Oh no.
Oh god, farmers skipping baths.
Holy shit. Impossible. Yeah. And they're all sweaty and stinky and under the covers together.
Yeah.
Not just hot.
You haven't bathed.
どっちを選ぶ？
Yeah.
逆方向で光沢も近い。危険すぎる。
では北か。
その場合車間室が。今は夏。あの部屋にはエアコンがない。
Ah.
間違いなくドアは開け放たれているはず。
Brilliant.
丸見えじゃないか。ミッションインポッシブル。
八軒一緒に入れといてやるよ。
ありがとう。タマコ。
作戦は
God, this soundtrack and
I
everything.
know.
非常口は北側にもあるじゃない。
俺たちの部屋から北側に向かうには開け放たれた車間室前を通る必要がある。その目をかいくぐるのは不可能。
学習時間だ。
しくじった。どうした？携帯を失った今、奴の証拠。
Ah! We need proof.
携帯ならここに。
俺の携帯。
Uh-huh.
とすり替えておいたのさ。
Nice.
奴は面倒くさがりでいつもドアを開けて天候を取るだけ。大変要員とダミーさえ残しておけば。
しかし、
Wow.
一人残らねえかな。じゃあ俺が。
八軒西川。俺のことは置いていけ。
I.
お前。
大変は任せ。
Yeah.
だから俺が残る。お前、まさか罰当番を恐れて。違う。
No. No.
Although I do already have a mark on my permanent record.
Oh my god.
覚悟はいいか。この窓はいわばポイントオブノーリターン。
Point of no return.
残りたいものは名乗り出ろ。
I love all the English that's being thrown in to make it sound extra cool.
And it's so serious.
He has
Oh,
no idea.
No idea.
Wait, so did they throw her under the bus to distract them?
ここまでか。トイレから中庭に出たら。バカな。この中庭は外部への接触を断たれたいわば密室。一旦中庭に出て車間室をやり過ごしてこっちのトイレから戻れば。おお。あれ？
Yeah. She's waiting.
遅すぎるわ。
Ouch.
ついでに夜食買っ
That transition,
Yeah.
oh my god!
カメラ。しまった
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
どうした？八軒。早くしねえと間に合わないぞ。ダメだ。南側非常口に回る時間はないぞ。
身体極まったか。
Alright, Ichiro, go full Suzaku. Oh,
心配になって来てみればこんなところでこの技を使うことになろうとはな。
oh my
それはナ
god.
ポリピッツァ職人の必殺技。
The ultimate technique!
ピザ会の時からこっそりとな。
Oh my god!
どうやってここまで来た？
Yeah.
車間室には誰もいなかったよ。
Dang it, the Dakibakura didn't fool them.
やられたわ。
走れ走れ。森へ逃げ込め。西川。
Go!
あ
Ganbatte!
いつの正体をこれで。夜食あげちゃった。
レップか。他の奴らはどうした？外か。
追っても無駄ですぜ。
Oh my
そ
god.
の足は1ハロン11秒だ。
あれ、別府がいない。くそ、捕まっちまったのか。奴のことは忘れろ。ひとまず森を抜けて。こっち来ちゃダメだ。罠か？
まさか俺たち。
Oh my god.
まだ罠がある。
Go on! Without me!
時はすまん。気にする。
This is so extra.
Yeah.
イチゴ。
Ichiro! Get his ass! Get his ass! Yeah!
逃がすか。
Oh my god!
You might want to get off of there.
I've got this!
お前の死は無駄にはしない。
They'll never catch you.
出てきなさい。さもないと。
Oh! That's a baseball!
Yeah.
こんなこともあろうか。
Oh my god! How? wouldn't hit a dog, would you? Holy shit.
Yeah.
取ってこい
Yes!
Bo.
Bo.
俺が食い止める
And to Hachiken, it might actually look like an alien mothership, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be fucking terrifying.
来た来た
Get
Close
the
encounters of
fuck
the
out
third
of the way!
kind. Yeah.
なんだ君たちはダメだよこんなところにいちゃ引き殺されちゃ
Yeah,
うよ
it's dangerous, yeah.
やめて
すみません
何映像のせい
Alright, not automated, but
Yeah.
still.
なんでこんな時間に
なんでって
Yeah, why not?
一般道路を使って牧草地から牧草地へ移動してるんだよ今夜遅れ気味なんだから邪魔すんなよ
The
And they had the
victory
snacks
bun.
for
The
afterward.
victory bun, yeah.
ヘリ飛んでなかった
ああこの近くに自衛
Oh,
隊あるから
completely unrelated.
あの犬は
熊よけだろ今年多いって言うし
It all makes sense.
Why are you at 51? Yeah.
この畑51番
Oh my god.
サークル
毎年この季節に隣の学校のやつらがいたずらで作るらしいぞ
どうだった
I killed all the dogs.
噂に
He's gotten like an ankle, thing on him.
おやったな
お夏の大三角形
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wow.
なんかあっという間の3ヶ月だったな
Yeah.
Wait, 3 months.
トイレ掃除組だ。アホだね。
We're big damn heroes. What are you talking about?
Yep.
なあタマコお前はなぜ
下見したかったの。
下見
あのハーベスター、来週うちの農場で買うのよ。コストパフォーマンス的にどうなのか、実際に見ておきたかったの。オプション入れて6000万もするのよ。
しかし買うかどうかは親が
父さんたち舞い上がって
Rip Hachiken.
メカが絡むと理性なくすじゃない？
Yep.
ほん
Yep.
男ってバカね。
All right. Wow, that was a fantastic, goofy ass episode. I loved that. You know, if you know the slightest bit about farming, there's no mystery at all.
Yep.
It's so funny still with and no mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was
Right.
fantastic.
Because they're so excited. They're like, no, this thing is the shit. It's huge, right? Like, and we don't like the farm. Even though this is a big farm school and all that stuff, we don't have one. Those
Right.
things are too fucking expensive.
Japan has 2.
Right.
Total.
Yeah.
And they just change hands,
Yeah,
apparently.
they just send
They
them
don't-
around.
Well,
Yeah.
right, but they don't. That's the crazy thing is that what's her name? Tamako.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't wanting to have one bought from out of the country and get a new one. No. Their farm is going to just buy that one. Because why would we buy a third one?
Right.
We don't need a third one.
Yep.
The country
but
can
also-
handle just 2.
Her farm's that big, right?
Right.
Like, because that's the crazy thing, right? You know, if you have even if it's not quite at that scale, right? But you have like that kind of equipment that's just smaller, right? For like a private farm type of thing, you get a mortgage for this equipment, right? Like it's
true. It's so wild to think about because that's more expensive than like most houses.
yeah.
Like most houses are like half that price.
And I've heard that sometimes the bigger mortgage will be the mortgage. Like it's not the house, it's the
gear. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
right, because the mortgage is usually for the land primarily. Because the
sure,
land
that's
is going to
true.
be 10,
yes, the
10
land
hectares.
Yeah, if you're doing
Yeah.
any kind of farm where you'd need something like that, yeah, the land
land is going to be millions. But,
Right.
But the equipment to run everything, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that is always crazy about farming specifically is everything is to scale. So you have to then go and add zeros onto these specific things that you're like, okay, so like land taxes, what are those?
right. Like
The government is trying to make sure that we give them a lot, so it's that. And you're like, wait, surely you're adding a zero here. No.
And then you got to make sure that you're actually making a profit off of the food that you
so that you can keep up with actually then buying the stuff and then also paying
just the payments on the stuff that you have.
Right,
you know,
right.
Like
yeah.
it's.
I also wonder actually if Tameko's family business and stuff, they're not just buying it for the purpose of having it be primarily used for them, and they can use it then faster. Like they're not
but then like
someone else's
renting
schedule,
it out.
but then they could rent it out for passive income. Like,
yeah, right. Where it's like okay, this will make our job easier because then we'll take something that would take this much time and shorten it down to this much time, which
saves us money.
Which saves us money, but then also the time when it's not being used, right?
We
we'll
then
just
it out,
right? Because if it does the job so quickly, right, then it's just maybe you need it for just a small fraction of the season, right, of the harvesting season, and then it's
given that Japan is such a small country as far as things go, and they're on Hokkaido, which is probably where the majority of the farming is. It's actually really interesting that we're literally watching two Hokkaido anime right now, where this is the 100 years later, and it's yes, Japan drove out the Ainu people. Now their land is, why do you know? There's no people here, so it's great for farming. It's like, nice. Sure. Cool. Now it makes sense now. All right.
Yeah. But it also is one of those things where it's kind of funny because they say like there's only 2 in Japan. But like if you were to go to the US, there would probably be like
hundreds.
Yeah. Like
maybe 1,000. I don't know. Because the thing is that
a lot more than 2.
A lot more. But if you just know anything about the US, the Midwest, what's known as the Midwest, it's just corn.
Yeah.
It's just corn.
It's just lots of farmland.
Well, no. It's just corn land. like it's a joke because it's true. Like it's funny because it's like 85% accurate. There's these entire states, just swaths of states where it's just corn. Just as far as the eye can see. And I'm not joking. Like highway, corn over there, corn over there. There ain't a building or a rise or a hill or anything. It's just flat, just corn. And the people there, they're like, fuck yeah, that's our corn, baby. Like, that's the corn. And then probably every once in a while you say, just going through, just harvesting that shit is wild.
And I loved the bit that they threw in there of like, a strawberry thief that comes along that has backup. And they immediately stop what they're doing, and they're like,
fuck you, bitch.
Right, get the fuck off our farm. Right?
We should kill him. Yeah,
100
years forced labor on the frontier.
Pull him apart by bulls,
Yeah, I'm like thinking, where's this frontier you know about here?
I mean, well, but like the idea that, if you're working 12, 14-hour days of physical labor, what, 6 days a week or some shit? Right.
A thief is the biggest affront to that, not from the money standpoint, but the idea that
time.
There's time that they are trivializing by taking it at the very end of all that process that was, needed to make those strawberries possible. And strawberries are a very specific commodity in that, they're seasonal for one, but also, they're probably not even ready to sell. So the idea that they're gonna take them there and probably end up wasting some of them.
The thing that I was curious about, because I didn't remember much of this episode, is if it was actually someone on the school. But I think that would have made extra complications that would have had to be taken seriously in the show beyond this episode.
Yeah.
But they mentioned that it's like, oh wait, no, it is actually harvesting season, and they harvest at night. There might be faculty in there. Right? Like, we got to be quiet. And then, oh, wait, shit, it's a thief,
Yeah.
So they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I think because they were kept there, though, that's the more likely thing is that they're picked and they're there, but they're not, would you pick them when they're ripe? That's the thing that's weird about strawberries is that
you'd probably pick them like a tiny little bit before they're ripe.
Right, because you don't want the transit point to them be fully ripe at the...
Right, they can arrive properly fresh.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But wild episode. They committed to the one bit for the whole episode, and this is probably my favorite, escape heist type situation. Certainly from the standpoint where you can take it semi-seriously. It hit all the tropes. And it's not something where you just have to put up with the guys are doing this stuff so they can peep on girls or whatever, right? Like,
oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Holy shit. Stop the fucking presses. You're right. Generally, in these types of anime,
yep, that's why this is happening.
Oh my God, and this is written by a woman too.
Yes.
That's probably...
But you know what I would say would be the second best example of this?
They even poked fun at it by the fact that there was the red line. It's the, you're not
Nope.
doing that, are you? No,
Nope.
we have much worse things on our minds.
Yeah, but like the next best example of this kind of stuff that I can think of in anime was actually from Prison School, but it was the part where they were trying to escape the prison, not the bit at the beginning, right? So it's like it's just I like these kinds of scenes, but there's always that part of me where if it's we're gonna spy on the girls while they're taking a bath, it's like
so uninspired.
Yeah, and
use your setting.
Like I can't get fully excited for that, right?
Like if it's a camp, like I get that where they're like at like a summer camp or something where there's not really much to do. Like I get that they can fall back on that joke basically, but with this, what I thought was really funny about it was that I knew immediately that it was one of those big harvesters because I've seen one before,
right? And they kind of tell you with the in media res bit at the beginning.
Yeah. But the thing is that someone theoretically who has no knowledge about farms and stuff, who's watching this anime could be like, I have no idea what the fuck that was.
Was it an alien?
Or the thing of like maybe it's some crazy newfangled technology. But they wouldn't know immediately what it is, so they go like, maybe there's some military thing going on.
Yeah.
Like that, the helicopters might be enough for people to go, oh, maybe they do training drills.
And they had the explanations for everything. They're like, wait, so what about the helicopters? Oh yeah, there's a military base somewhere near here. Oh, okay. What about the dogs? We've had a problem with bears, and the dogs scare away the bears. Yeah. Oh.
Everything had
Why does this make so much sense?
What? Area 51? Oh, that's just the plot number for the farm.
Yeah.
That was the one where I was just like, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. That's wonderful.
Yes.
And also, my other favorite little thing is just a joke that they did so often in this episode, and I have to wonder because this is an adaptation. When you have your characters choose to say things in English, versus Japanese, was it written in the manga in English? Where they'll be like, oh, this is the thing that they're saying, but asterisk in English, because they think it's cool.
Maybe.
So they're like, Mission Impossible!
I could also see it being the thing where, because I don't know much about the Japanese language, but there's the two different kinds of letters, right? Where one is these are letters versus this is phonetically spelling something out. Yeah. And I'm guessing if it's in English, then they do the one where it's phonetically spelling it out.
That makes sense. But I just loved how often in this episode, mystery circle. I was like, why not just say crop circle?
Yeah.
Is that just not a thing? They just don't want to say that in Japanese? No, I guess not. No, it's a mystery circle.
I'm also very curious for anybody outside of the US or in a country where farming isn't as much of a thing and like scale farming. Like
you know that every country for the most part. No,
but like US is a big place, so obviously it's going to be way more scale farming, right?
Yes, yes.
The Japan has 2 of these total, it's an example of that.
Right.
I'm curious what your experience was with this episode, because for me, I'm not involved with farming, but I'm very familiar and aware with those things, right?
We don't have to go far to find farmers here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've probably seen one sometime while driving on a road trip, and as you're going along the freeway, there's one, going through.
That is such an American thing though to say.
No, right. And so I'm very curious if you're from a country where that's not a thing.
You do a lot of importing. Primarily, yeah.
Then what was your experience with this and this whole situation? But
my favorite examples of that where you have those kinds of culture shock kind of things are specifically with space. Specifically, the US, we have a lot of land here that's not being used in the same way that the population density and stuff is in other countries.
Right.
So there's a lot of times where people are like, oh, yeah, you're gonna... Wait, whoa. You're gonna drive 50 miles? Are you leaving the country?
Right, exactly.
Why are you needing to... Oh, no, I'm just going to see a friend. What?
Yeah. And then the people in Australia are like...
50 miles?
The people in Canada are like... Well, actually, I mean, how much driving actually happens in Canada? But
Don't
yeah,
drive. There's moose out there.
yeah, exactly.
You just ride the moose. Yeah.
But
Yeah, wonderful episode. Very
great
silly.
fun.
I love that. I got a kick out of it despite knowing the punchline. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
wonderful stuff. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.